In this lesson, you will learn to use Excel for the following. Part 1, Basic useful statistics such as mean, standard deviation and standard error. Part 2, Hypothesis testing. Part 1 deals with how you can use Excel to find the average, for example, mean, of a set of scores, the standard deviation of these scores, and the standard error of the mean of these scores. All three of these statistics are used frequently and form the basis for statistical tests in business. The second part of the lesson will focus on the formation and the steps for constructing hypothesis and test it using statistical functions. We will use a worksheet data for practice. Suppose that you wanted to estimate the first year sales of a new product that was about to launch into the marketplace. You have decided to look at the first year sales of similar products to get an idea of what sales are typical for this new product launches. We use the first year sales of a similar product over the past 8 years, and we created the table shown here. Now, add the following terms to your spreadsheet as follow. In cell E6, key in N. In cell E9, key in mean. In cell E12, key in STDEV. In cell E15, key in S. E. The task, to find the sample size, N for these data using the count function. In cell F6, key in equals count. And then in bracket, drag in B4 to B11. The task, to find the mean using the equals average function. In cell F9, key in equals average, and then in bracket, drag in B4 to B11. This command should insert the number for mean into cell F9. The task, to find the standard deviation using the STDEV function. In cell F12, key in equals STDEV. And then in bracket, drag in B4 to B11. This command should insert the number for standard deviation into cell F12. The task, to find the standard error of the mean using a formula for these 8 data points. In cell F15, key in equals F12/SQRT-F6. This command should insert the number of standard error into cell F15. The result of using Excel statistical functions yield the results for us. Next, we will learn about hypothesis testing with the use of Excel. A hypothesis, to a business researcher, is a guess about what we think is true in the real world. We can test these guesses using statistical formulas to see if our predictions come true in the real world. So, in order to perform these statistical tests, we must first state our hypotheses so that we can test our results against our hypotheses to see if our hypotheses match reality. In this course, we will use the following basic steps of hypothesis testing, with the use of statistical tools in Excel. In our subsequent lessons, Step 1, state the null hypothesis and the alternate hypothesis. Step 2, select the appropriate statistical test. Step 3, calculate the formula for the statistical test. Step 4, decide on indecision rule. First, if the reference value is inside the confidence interval, accept the null hypothesis, H0. Secondly, if the reference value is outside the confidence interval, reject the null hypothesis, H0, and accept the alternate hypothesis, H1. Step 5, state the result of your statistical test. Step 6, state the conclusion of your statistical test in plain English. You may try to work on the practice problem uploaded in the course website, Times, for better understanding of the material covered in this lesson. Alright then. Have a nice day.